that stable man would sit amongst kings. He would not sit amongst unranked or regular man or obscure man. And I remember reading that when I was incarcerated doing my 10-year sentence from the age of 16 to 26. I remember reading that when I first read it. Um, I thought it sounded real cool. I said, man, that sounds cool. And as time go by, like I read that religiously over the years and with other scriptures that related to a man gaining wisdom, a man gaining a trade, gaining a skill, how important it was, how valuable his hands was, how valuable he was to his community, to his people, to his culture. And I'm gonna be honest with you. This morning it hit me. It literally hit me. It literally hit me what it really means to be skilled and to be a skilled welder, to be a skilled um, tradesman. The scripture says that you will sit amongst kings, and I say kings are people who run stuff. I just use it in that language. King is someone who run things like a owner, a business owner, not the representative, not the employee that that's sitting in while the boss gone and he wanna act like he's something or she's something that they not. Nah, be you meet the owners, you meet the people, you meet the ones who actually call the shots. And you know what happened, man? I have noticed these last few weeks since I've been in Oklahoma because I just moved to Oklahoma City. So I've been out here networking, knocking on doors, just trying to get my name out there, talk to people, show them what I do, show them what I have to offer the community, show them how I can help them with their businesses or, in their personal lives, growing with welding or fabrication or whatever the situation might be. And I noticed that here lately, I've been sitting in the midst of kings. And what I mean by that, I've been sitting in the midst of owners. Like I've been having the opportunity to actually meet owners. And I had a few employees on a few places I went to talk to. How you have them people that's maybe a manager or something that want to step in and try to be more cocky or more downgrading to you because they don't necessarily know your value. They just know you come in and you stepping into that territory now and they can throw their weight around. But when you skilled, when you have favor from God, when your hands are blessed, when you treat people right, there's something that the king notices in you. The regular person will see it, but he know how valuable you are. And the king want to talk to you. The king will say, hey, bring them into my chambers. And I can't tell you since I've been here how many kings, how many owners I've sat down with, like a few, not like hundreds or nothing, just like, a handful. But I only been here 3 weeks though. And I was thinking like, man, that's what that's what that mean now. Like I was reading that for years and it never really just hit me what it means that I feel like, once you reach that level, you don't have to boast, you don't have to brag about anything. Others will see it. Kings will see it. Kings will see how you can benefit what they got going on, regardless who trying to hate. It don't matter, man, because they can hate on you because they don't want to see you win, but they can't stop you from rising. Heal with your hands, with your mind. They can't take that away from you without assassinating you. When it's your time though. So I don't even get caught up in that because I know that I'm here as long as God is going to allow me to be here. And I know that I can be foolish and I can die before my time. So I try to live wisely, eat best I can, just try to stay out the way of certain things. But life is what it is. But when you're skilled, when you're blessed, when God has blessed your hands, when you are a skilled welder, man, there is so much you can do. But you can't put yourself in a box. You know, you got skilled welders that get recognized for just being, oh, he's a great TIG welder alone. But what if you was well rounded and say how he can do this and that? See, the thing is, I used to think that it was like, oh man, I'm a jack of all trades, a master of none. That ain't what you want to do. You want to master one and jack the rest of them. And as for me, I'm a welder. So I'm a master at that. And I jack other things and I added to my welding. I added to my fabrication, to my installing. I added to my equipment operating, you know, to my working on my own personal equipment. So, I just feel like you have to be real rounded, you know, at what you do, but you should be good at what you do. And ain't nothing about boasting, but you just gotta, I, you just recognize it now, you know, and then you recognize that not only are you skilled at uh, welding or fabricating, but you also have the ability to teach. Everyone don't have the ability to teach. Like I have been around people, man, I couldn't even stand to hear them talk. And I know I'm not the only one that felt like that about some people, you know what I mean? Some classes you've been into with some instructors. But then you got those that when you go, you be excited to go because you know you're gonna get something, or it ain't gonna just be just regular. It's always gonna be something different. You never know what you're gonna get. You know what I mean? And that's good. That's how I like it because I lose interest in certain things fast. So someone that keep me on my toes and give me some food and give me something to strive for, a dream, a vision, a goal. Man, you got my attention. I'm ready. I'm ready to jump in. So now that I have been blessed with the opportunity to sit among kings, you know, actions speak louder than words. I don't have to say I'm skilled because the actions have showed that I'm skilled at what I do, or I would have never sat in the midst of them. So once you start meeting them, then you know you don't have to. That's your insurance, knowing that you have made it, to that certain level. Because I remember a gentleman in Fayetteville, Arkansas, when I got started and got my first independent business there and had a building and I had a little shop. I remember him telling me that it's better to ask for forgiveness than for permission because people will hold you back, you know. And he was like, especially workers, people that work the job, because you're not necessarily talking to that owner at the time. You're talking to his representative a lot of times. And a lot of times they look at things like, oh, I'm on the clock today. Oh, I'm about to get off. Oh, I pushed that over to this. They don't think of the importance of what you're doing until you get in front of the person who's actually pushing the buttons, to actually running things. They be like, this is valuable. We need this. You let that go. I can't tell you how many people who have kings I have seen, from Master P to Jay Prince, who have talked about being in situations where they was allowing someone that was under them to control the situation, and they didn't do it the way that they would have liked them to do it, and they missed out on the opportunity. That because the person that they gave it to wasn't really fully representing them. They was representing themselves because they, had the little power. Well, this might not be important on this, but if they was thinking like the owner, the man, the king, they would have brought that person in, and then that person ended up blowing, or that person ended up making it, and they like, damn, I missed out on that money. Like, that's what happens. But I get it now. When that man broke that down to me and let me understand that certain things we have to control as a man, we have to control our skills and our hustle and our businesses, because if you put it in the hands of someone else to necessarily run what you do, it might not get done just like what you wanted to get done, even though you might take them through all of these changes and stuff. But you want people on the same page as you. So when you're building your team, make sure they think like you. Like it's nothing like having a relationship with someone who knows you literally, like, be like, nah, he wouldn't go for that. Like, I ain't even, that's a no-brainer. You know what I mean? So that's good because you building up a team that's familiar with the struggle, familiar with what you got going on. And that's how you're gonna sit in the midst of kings. Hold on.